What's going on, everybody? How we doing? Really quick, I want to bring up my guest as he is on a bit of a time crunch, and I want to give him the opportunity to grovel at the feet of the court. I'm just kidding. Everybody say welcome and howdy to the Circle of Blue Bacon.
Hey guys, sorry I'm not on my computer at the moment, so otherwise you'd see my far too clean-shaven face, but it's good to be here.
Well, I imagine you're in some sort of bunker hiding out.
Well, I mean, I'd tell you, but then I'd have to.
You'd have to move
file
again.
A protection order against you. Yeah.
Oh, more protection orders. God, leave them for first. No,
I'm getting good at them now.
Yeah. All right. So it is out and about now that you have been outed. We figured you out.
Yes. He got me, and I want to apologize for lying about it on this stream. Directly to you, Johnny, and to all the viewers, everyone who's affected or touched or made aware of the fact that I lied. Now, the statement that I gave the other day, yesterday, time is moving very weirdly for me right now, was that I did it to buy time to contact my family. Chili then started making threats to me through Instagram, is where it started. And he began repeating some of those threats on his channel, at which point I knew that I would have to delay until Monday to be open and honest and give the truth, because I was going to court to get a protection order based on the threats that he issued. And I wanted to wait until I had that protection order in hand to reveal all of this stuff and apologize for it. Mm-hmm. So I really apologize for everyone. I did what I felt was necessary, and I stand by my decisions, but I am no stranger to the fact that it hurt a lot of people, and I accept responsibility, and I own that, and I am deeply sorry for it.
Well, I can appreciate that. I guess the only question I would have is with, I mean, we've all done it, right? We've all challenged Chili, at least in a little small sense. I have absolutely nothing that I need to hide from anybody. I have already doxed myself, seeing as how I just don't give a shit. You can come look at me, come to my house.
Sure.
We'll have some dinner. Don't care. But with that being said, with the challenge, and it seems like some people like yourself may have been a little bit more over the top with their challenges towards Chili, almost inviting this type of stuff to come in. Wouldn't it have been like prudent to kind of shield yourself a little bit preemptively?
Well, there's a lot of preemptive shielding. There are a couple things with that. I never challenged Chili to do anything he was not already threatening or attempting to do.
Gotcha.
So he was actively looking for me for a very long time, even before I said, "Hey, find me. Come on, find me." Now, I believe the reason, if I remember correctly, because I do a lot of things for a lot of reasons, and I hope I'm getting the mentality right of why I did it when I did it, was that Chili had just started to actually, he'd been threatening lawsuits for a very long time. He just started to actually file them. And I was worried for the people that he had filed against, not for their safety, not for anything. I mean, not until now, but just because he was actually making good on those threats. And it's very inconvenient to be served what I believe to be a frivolous lawsuit. And so I just wanted to be like, hey, look at me. No. Like, stop. Like, your issue was mostly with me, and then you started diverting your anger, in my opinion, to other people that you knew you could reach out and touch. But he was already doing this. This was already something he was actually doing. My intent was just to sort of, I wouldn't say stop him from doing it by any means, but to make it, trying to explain exactly. He's easily distracted. I have similar traits and qualities. And it was just a sort of, hey, look. But nothing had really changed by my statement. As far as obscuring myself more, I mean, there was plenty of obscuring, and that's why I lasted for as long as I did. I've made a lot of people very angry over the years by calling them out. And people have tried to hunt me down for a very long time, and for a very long time it worked. But once you find my last name, I mean, it's over.
Right.
I had a lot of pictures that were being put up on social media with my new unit that had my face and my name tape. There was an article from my hometown newspaper that we had tried to get. I think we had tried to get taken down, and like without a court order, there's stuff you just can't really remove easily.
Right.
And that was sort of early days of my channel. I'm pretty sure that I'd forgotten it existed. It was something along those lines. And so there were some things that certainly were in place to obscure everything, and some of that did appear. Chile doesn't have my birth date right, for example. So on some real accounts with my actual name, nothing with the government, but just other things that have my name, I have put incorrect birthdays. I have done, incorrect whatever, just here and there. So if you did find it, hopefully you wouldn't know if you had the real thing, even if you did. That has worked out pretty well for years. Unfortunately, has finally ended. And to be completely honest, as much as it sucks, it is a huge weight. It is nice to be able to be myself, not have to worry about, like, what if I do this thing that's going to get me doxxed? Like, what if I mess up? And it's possible I was the reason it happened. I messed up on something. I have no idea at this time. We have a name of the person who allegedly had the information. I don't know all the details. I haven't actually confirmed. I probably won't confirm it because whatever. But the way it was doxxed was certainly very beneficial in the sense that it gave me a very strong sort of legal platform to fall back to and then push out from.
Mm-hmm. So as I understand it, you've got a certain strategy in play going forward. Now, I don't know if you can speak anything on that or not, but what exactly, well, not exactly, but what in a roundabout way is a plan dealing with Chile going forward?
Sure. So initially it was just, it's been leaked. It's Chile. Chile has been known to, maybe cross some lines. I got to tell this thing, send out emails to my family, call them in the morning. And once that's done, we're good to go. Maybe I should release all of it in the afternoon on, Saturday. But around 1:03 p.m., Chile started issuing threats saying, there's a man looking for you. I've given him your address. This is not a quote. It's close. It's not a quote. I've given him your address. You better arm yourself. You better be packing heat. Look outside the window. Is there anyone there? And what this does is it creates an imminent threat by saying, like, look out your window, and establishes there could be someone there right now.
Right.
By saying you better be packing heat, establishes that the threat is one that might require lethal force to defend against. By saying someone wants to do you harm and I've given them your address, establishes the address was given with the knowledge that the person would do me harm. And I think Chile might try to argue, well, I'm not the one going to harm him. To which counter argument, well, if you buy a hitman and you're not the one pulling the trigger, are you not still responsible? And then if he goes, well, I didn't mean it. Fortunately for me, the law doesn't require it to be a reality. It just requires me to have reasonably thought it was real and have been reasonably afraid for my safety. Mm-hmm. Now, all those things put together, in my opinion, my professional opinion, meet those elements. And I've worked harassment and stalking cases before, and none of them were as easy as what I'm looking at right now. Will I accomplish my goal of holding him accountable? I have no idea. But I'm not terribly unconfident about it.
Yeah, obviously Chile has a whole mess of issues with just what he does in general. But do you feel like maybe that with Chile, the only thing that he might have going for him is that he's all talk?
Well, that's the thing, is he's not all talk. He said he was going to file a lawsuit. He filed a lawsuit. He said he was going to Massachusetts to do a thing. He did a thing. He said he was going to an address. He did a thing. So he's sometimes all talk, but not always all talk. And it's really a matter of, like, if I don't know what is or is not all talk, because sometimes he says things and he does it. How do I establish this is not all talk? Now, he said that I'm going to reach out to his family, or I want to reach out to his family, or I might reach out to his family. Something like that. I'm not, and folks, I'm not stating any of this as an actual quote from him. It's just off the top of my head how I'm remembering it without my notes and all the messages in front of me. But he made several comments about reaching out to my family and that I should be or am worried about the safety of my family. He called my dad, Robert, the one he's talking about, the psychiatrist. He called him. I had the voicemail. I have the email of my dad sending it to me and being like, "Yep, the guy you warned us about, that there it is." And it was a very friendly message for the most part. He said he was going to reach out to the National Guard. He did. He left at least 2 messages on the National Guard Facebook, which is one of the things that really pushed the incident report up very quickly. So because this is a threat against a service member, and because a unit has been named, because there are other people being shown in the video with threats against me from the unit, it's a serious incident report has been generated and filed. I just spoke to a captain this morning. I believe next it goes to a major. Everyone seems very concerned about this because you kind of have to treat it as real until you really do all your investigating.
Right.
So the way that he did it was very beneficial to me. And I have a lot of resources at my disposal. And he happened to sort of poke his fingers in a whole bunch of them. So I intend to be as cooperative as I can with all the agencies that have become involved. So far, none of the agencies have expressed any sort of statement or opinion or emotion that this isn't legitimate or this isn't worth pursuing.
Speaking of agencies and families and whatnot, how has the blowback from this? How's that been? How's that affected you? What kind of things are happening? I mean, are your parents upset with you? Are you facing any kind of
No,
disciplinary action with the guard?
No, the guard's been, and I've talked to them like, look, and they knew I had this channel. They've known I had this channel for a very long time. And I've always known that if they were to look at it, is it going to be something that they disagree with? They're pretty lenient when you're in the guard about how you handle your time off duty when you're off orders. Because I believe legally the current case law establishes that when you're not on duty, when you're not on orders, when you're not, being paid to do guard stuff, military regulations don't quite apply. Don't quote me on that. I have a document somewhere just to literally to protect myself in case something really goes down in my spare time. But I was not on duty when this happened, which does limit the resources they can devote to doing this. So right now it's just all on paper with a lot of eyes on it, like a lot of eyes. But they're not going to reach out and put their boots on the ground to do it. However, they do have several people going through videos and doing what's called time hacking, which is where you go through and every moment there's something of note. You put down what time it was and then, a quote or a bit of detail about it. So there is that, and that's been very helpful. And so they're maintaining that for their records. But as far as family knew this was always a possibility. I talked to them about this years ago when I first started my channel. They knew when I was an MP, still an MP, but I was active duty MP, that when I'm dealing with real people, I'm putting real people in jail. Some people don't like that, and they've always been very understanding of that. My mom has actually commented in my live streams a few times. I had to be like not with her real name or anything, but she'd be like, "That was me." I'm like, "You need to stop." Because what if? So they've always known, and I think to a degree, they sort of just like, whatever. Because there's a huge difference with watching drama go down, being a part of the drama,
Right.
And getting those phone calls and getting those emails and messages and having people confront you. Nobody's done the confrontation. Don't know about emails. I know there has been at least one phone call by Chili directly. So I think it's going to become much more of a reality, but it was always explained to them, and they were always aware that something might happen.
So it's safe to say that all of the things that Chili has tried to hold over your head have not come to fruition, that we just don't care, right?
To my knowledge, yes. And for example, with my work, with the work I do with the investigation company, I contacted my boss first before he did. I said, "Hey, this is what's happening. This is what might be coming your way. Please, if you can document anything for my records." And my boss was like, "Oh, we might be able to do better than that. We have a lot of resources, and we might be able to make some of them available to you." if you have to use anything that might require a private investigator. So I can't speak too much about that because I don't actually have too many details about it yet. It was very much like early on in all of this. So I've just sent him an email with the information I think he needs, with all of the evidence I've gathered so far, with the protection order. I said, hey, if you can help me with this, I don't know if you're offering it for free. I don't know if you're offering it at a discount. I don't know if you're asking for me to pay it full price, but I've worked for you and I like the work I do. I assume, that's a fairly standard kind of a standard of work. And if I was working this case for someone else, I'd feel pretty confident about it. So however it has to get done, let's make it happen, because Chili's not going to be easy to serve, but I do intend to serve him. Not me personally. I tend to have him serve.
Right. Yeah. He's pretty transient.
Sure.
What would be the end game here? I mean, are we looking, is it your goal to have Chili removed for this behavior, or is it your goal to just kind of keeping him at arm's length where you can keep an eye on him?
My goal is not to remove him from anything. My goal is to pursue the legal response to its absolute end, or to an end that would be unreasonable to pursue farther. And that's not just for me, that's for everybody else that he is, in my opinion, engaging in frivolous lawsuits with. Part of my order, I did request to be protected against frivolous lawsuits. So I was very excited to see that as an option on the checkbox on the form that I was filling out. Like, oh, don't mind if I do. But he's committed some acts that I believe meet the elements of, I think I've identified 4 crimes that may apply. I can't say that they do because I'm not working this case. I'm not the prosecutor who's going to sign off on it. He has not been found guilty of any of it, but it appears he meets the elements of at least 2. There's a third that maybe it's enough to put in there. I put in some notes trying to make it as easy as possible for the detectives, just organizing it for them. I know what they're looking for. I've worked these cases. And then the federal crime, it's 18 USC 875. And there's, I think, Bravo, Charlie, and Delta. I think Charlie is the one that applies the best, but I think Bravo and Delta might apply. And I just put it in there saying, hey, if your legal team thinks so, great. Working on getting an audience with JAG, seeing what the JAG officers with the military can do to help me, see what this might cost, how much service can be provided for free. So there's still a lot to be done, but the foundation that has been set up is I'm very excited about it. But I'm not trying to get him shut down. I'm not trying to delete his channel or his Instagram where the messages were sent. I'm not trying to put him in jail. I'm not trying to sue him into oblivion or get him to leave the country. I'm just pursuing this down the reasonable route that he has provided me.
How I noticed that there's been some negative blowback from the other side as well, from the folks in the mass hole in the Kate side, and I know
Sure.
Faux Shizzle has expressed some
Sure.
negative opinions of what's going on. How have you been able to reach out and reach across to those dissenting opinions and kind of mend bridges?
The moment I found out that things were getting a little heated, because I wasn't monitoring that, I put it out and I was just in go mode, and I start getting message trickling in like, oh, Kate and Shiz are livid, and I was like, oh my god, oh no, like I didn't anticipate this. Obviously I should have, but it was just I did what I thought was necessary, and I just kept moving forward. And I look back and see that like things are on fire. I'm like, oh my god, like of course that would happen. Of course it would happen, and of course it happened with you. It was just I had to buy time, and I started hearing this was going to be a problem about an hour before I was going to stream, and I had to do it fast. And I mean, this was always an option that I had considered with the it spells out MP. Of course, it's a joke, but I didn't have time to really do like a threat analysis of what it would do. So they are justified. They are correct to feel upset about that. That is absolutely appropriate. And I reached out to them after it, while everyone's still mad, before I sort of released everything. I said, please, please, please trust me. I will reveal everything on Monday. I know, I get it. People are hurt. I'm absolutely 100% aware, but please just trust me. And I hope that you can at the very least understand the choices I made. I don't expect you to agree with them. I'm not asking you to forget that this happened. This will be a dark spot between us, I'm sure, always. But I hope you understand the reasoning behind it. And once you find out what it has accomplished, it will make sense. And I'm sure they're still mad, but they've backed down a little bit. They're definitely, I know at least one of them is still upset. I don't want to air their laundry or say anything for them, but I agree with them in being upset. I'm on their side in this. So I don't want anyone to be like, oh, Kate's wrong. She's wrong. I support Blue Bacon. No. If you support me, you should be on their side on this. I just hope that you understand. But they are correct to feel upset about this. I did betray the trust of a fair few people. And obviously that's going to have backlash. Mm-hmm. So I'm not being like, don't hate me for this. No, you absolutely can. But I stand by my decision.
Do you think, and this will be the last thing, I know you got to get out of here,
sure.
But do you think that responding the way that you responded kind of gave Chili what he was looking for, that what could be perceived as a fear response?
Oh, he should absolutely believe that I'm afraid. I am afraid. I'm afraid that I'm going to get hurt now. I'm afraid that he has sent someone to my house. I'm afraid they could show up at any time. And I'm afraid they will do damage to my property, my person, my reputation. I'm afraid that he will do damage to my property and reputation. And I'm not convinced he won't do damage to my person. I am afraid. He can have that one. If that's the win for him, he can have it. Absolutely. I am afraid of his threats.
Fair enough. Well, Blue Bacon, or as we should say, how does the Chili say it? Pettini.
Pettini.
Jesus Christ. He's a goddamn walking cartoon.
Oh, he doesn't stop.
He doesn't. He doesn't stop being a walking fucking cartoon.
Oh.
So as I understand it, the next step in the Chili fucking self-destruction, by the way, is now he's going to start content claiming and striking channels and whatnot. It's not going to work out for him so well.
I don't think so. I think he's backing off me for a second, but I don't think he's going to be able to maintain that.
It's not going to work out.
Yeah, I hope for his sake he does, because I fully intend to have this protection order served. I fully intend to cooperate with law enforcement and the National Guard. And I hope this is a learning experience for him, that maybe don't allegedly commit crimes against someone who knows the law better than you.
Yeah, it's not a good idea. It really isn't.
Yeah.
Not a good
Generally
idea.
not.
Generally not. It's also generally not a good idea to take on I think it's fourth largest media conglomerate, being Google.
Oh yeah, suing them like with their resources.
Just not a good idea. Not a good idea. All right. Well, again, I don't want to keep you longer than you need to be.
Sure.
So, I understand you have to go back into your bunker in the middle of the Sahara Desert. I'm sorry.
That's right.
Shit.
Gotta close the old hatch.
God damn. You're gonna have to
lose internet connection.
You're gonna have to move now. I'm sorry I gave away.
Yeah, you gave it away. Find a different desert.
Yep. Bacon. Whereas I don't like what happened, I understand what happened.
Sure.
I understand.
And that's an appropriate response.
Certainly.
That's valid. I accept it.
I understand the need to protect what you got to protect. Bridge of Device says somewhere in the Middle East. That being said, should you ever have anything you wanted to come back on and shoot the shit about, let me know.
Sure, I'd love to come back.
Yeah.
I might steal your intro. It's great. I'm a little jealous.
Well, thank you.
Yeah.
Pisses
I'm looking at this like,
off.
why am I doing wrong? Like, what? Why nobody tell me this was an option?
Yeah, it really does piss some people off. You should see the amount of comments I get. It's too long, bro. Like, what are you bitching about? It's free entertainment.
Yeah, people just complain at me that I spend the first 10 minutes rambling. I'm like, yeah, but like people trickle in. I'm sorry. I ramble the entire time anyway. If you're not used to it by now, I'm
right.
sorry.
Oh, hey, we got bots. Kill the bots. All right, Blue Bacon.
Thanks, Matt.
Okay,
All right, I'll see you all later.
All right.
All right, bye.
Cheers. And there we are. That is good old Blue Bacon giving us a recount of his decision to basically try and hoodwink all of us. And I understand, right? I understand why he did what he did. What's up, Flat Derp? I see everybody in the side chat. Hello to everybody. I'm sorry I didn't give you guys the once over before we had guests on. And I've got another guest coming. I hope he's still coming. He should be here soon. I hope. You know who I'm talking to. So yeah, hello to everybody. I'm sorry I didn't do my usual introductions and say hi to everybody. I just wanted to get him in and let him do his, say his piece and get to that. I hope I was able to ask the questions that you guys wanted to hear the answers to. If I missed a couple, I'm sure you'll let me know. Other than that, Ed209 says, can you tell me what Blue Bacon did that you didn't like? He lied to me. Okay. I understand why he did it, right? I understand why he did it. It's not that I'm like, oh, you suck. I hate your guts. So I don't hate Blue Bacon. I don't like that he lied to me and used my platform to perpetuate that lie. Now, to be fair to everybody involved, including Blue Bacon, I'm the one who took who saw the opportunity and took the risk, so to speak, to bring him up to have him do what he was doing. So again, it's not as if I'm saying Blue Bacon is a terrible person. It's not as if I'm saying I can't stand what he did. I didn't like that. Right? He knew that he was using my platform, and he and I have spoken outside of this, and we've had a discussion about it. So it's not like he hasn't heard what I'm telling you before. Other than that, like I said, that's the worst thing I've got to worry about. I think I'm doing pretty fucking good. So that's it. That's all there is to it. As far as I'm concerned, the slight is water under the bridge, over the dam, through the woods. Let me get a couple super chats while we're here. Paul Rue Moore Fraser. I'm going to try to do my best to make sure and get it correct each and every time. Says, hi, Michael. Hi, Johnny. Talking is good. That's for $1.79. Or dollar, was that £1.79? I think I got that right. Welsh News Network for 5 British pounds says Chile openly admits to having an illegal firearm and incites people to violence. It is not unreasonable for Blue Bacon to take legal action. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. Anybody who, again, if you feel a credible threat, absolutely make sure you do everything you need to do to protect yourself. I don't have a problem with Blue Bacon doing that at all. I really don't. Smitty, I knew you were gonna get me on this, Smitty. Thank you so much. Ed209 says, if Blue sues Chili, can I have Charlie? I think we can probably arrange that. Paul Rumor Fraser for £4.49 says, Errar human. You see, look, you guys are trying to get me to speak Latin in my house and get the ghost back out here. Even though JL says no. P.S. I'm going to read the part that I know how to read. That's not going to invite the demons in. P.S. Kate reached 50,000. Well, that's awesome. I really do hope that Kate is able to weather that storm, because that's a pretty big fucking storm. Real fake world news for 2 Canadian. No message. Thank you so much. Appreciate that. Tenkai for $2 says, we're in the end game now. I don't know. I don't know if we're in the end game now. We maybe we're in the end game. I'm not for certain. Matt Bond for 2 Ozzy says, you'll always be my fave Superman, Blue Bacon. Well, Blue Bacon, he does kind of look like Superman, I gotta say. Speaking of superheroes in the DC world, say hello to Team Skeptic.
Hey, yo, what up?
What's going down?
Nothing. Just hanging out.
Yeah. So are you still in hiding? You were in Colombia, now you're in Los Angeles. Oh shit, I gotta stop doing that.
Yeah, I was following the stench, and then I got a little too close to like a dump, and it just smelled like there was 100 fucking chilies in one direction. I was like, shit, I lost him.
Yep, gotta get out of here.
Yeah,
so
something tells me
Regime,
back
no,
in LA. Go ahead.
Tony Regime says, if you'd been in Blue's position, what, if anything, would you do differently? I probably, and again, I don't know. I have not been in his position, although I hear that I might be soon in his position. I don't know what I would have done differently. I've never been afraid of being doxxed because, again, I openly tell people who I am, where I am, and how to. I just look. Here's the thing: you're gonna come get me. You're gonna come get me. Me trying to cower in the corner isn't going to stop you. So I'm not going to help you. I'm not going to be like, take the 12 to the 13 and the 4 all the way to my house. I'm not going to do that, but I'm not going to hide. I mean, I'm too big and fat and ugly. I certainly would not go on Team Skeptic's channel and perpetuate the lie, unbeknownst to Team, right? Had Blue come out and said, hey, look, Johnny, this is all bullshit. This is true. I need to get up there and try to divert some time. Like, cool. At least I'd have been aware. Whatever. But again, that's water under the bridge. I don't really care that much. It's not a huge deal to me. So now that you have been the direct cause of all of this chili nonsense, Team Skeptic.
I know, right?
Charlie Welch just 12 to the 13 to the 4. Got it. Yep. Charlie, we'll see you soon. What do you have to say for yourself, team?
For myself? Shit, nothing. I wouldn't do anything different. Stand up to fucking bullies. And don't let them bully you.
Absolutely, right? So the reason why guys like us, channels like us, go after people like Nathan Thompson and Chili the Castro so hard is because they present a little bit more than just a nuisance. Like CC Chris from Westchester County, New York. And that's not me releasing his information. That's literally how he opens every fucking video he ever puts out. Okay.
Good morning, good evening, and good night.
Yeah, right. Wherever you may be. CC Chris. Yeah. He's a minor annoyance. He's just dumb. And
Yeah.
his wife, but he's also fucking hilarious because his wife reminds him how much of an idiot he is. But people like Nathan Thompson, who openly attempt to grift people like Chili de Castro. And Chili de Castro, what I'm calling your grift, is trying to sell something to someone that they can get for free. You're sitting there trying to say, well, I'm trying to help the people. Then why are you charging people for something they get free? You want to help them? Just show them, hey, go get this thing here. Here's where we go get this thing. Period. Telling people they have to sign over a fucking power of attorney so you can represent them in court. Just
shit. Tomorrow I'm coming back for streaming, and anybody that's out there that's worried about Chili counter like copyright claiming you or anything like that to get your information, just watch my stream tomorrow. I'm gonna go over how to answer his nonsense for less than $2.
There you
go. Straight up.
Yeah, the thing with I understand that that's a good way to get information. It's really stupid, right? It's so stupid.
He says, I'm not cracking. I'm not, and I've been joking about for a while. He's cracking. Like,
he's cracked. He's
cracked. At this point, he's looking at the drain and saying, how can I make this a good option? And just saying, fuck it. I'm just going to go head first. I'm doxing everybody. Like, here's the thing. And I was thinking about this analogy earlier. And I was like, in my opinion, Chili's the type of guy that you go when you're playing chess against, right? And you get about 5 moves in. And you're obviously showing a dominant position on the chessboard. And he whips out a gun. And he points it at you. And says, if you don't quit right now, I will tell the entire world about your family. I will dox everybody I will beat you with this pistol. And that's the type of person. It's like, how do you play against somebody like that?
Really? So you gotta almost, I don't want to say fight fire with fire because I don't want people to take that the wrong way, meaning I don't think we need to be meeting team. We don't need to meet Team Skeptic. Meet Johnny O. He's cooler. No, we don't need to be meeting.
It's true.
We don't need to be meeting Chili on his level. Now, if he happens to come to us, we have to protect ourselves. And I don't want to see any
I mean, he's a bitch.
He really is. He
He's
really
a
is.
bitch. No,
He really
he
is.
really is. Like, think
Yeah.
about it. He's like, could you imagine him talking to a girl right now, and she's like, "Wow, this is amazing. You have almost 50,000 subscribers." And he's like, "Yeah." And he's like, "But well, what's your last video about?" "Well, there are these people who disagree with me, and they've done damage to me by calling me mean things that aren't true, that aren't factually true. I'm not a fucking an oversized chipmunk." You know what I'm saying? Shit like that.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
believe me. Yeah. And then she's like, "Well, what's your argument for them?" "Well, I don't argue with those guys. See, what I do is I tell them that I'm going to threaten their entire fucking family."
Mm-hmm.
I mean, he could never brag to any person ever. We are witnessing the final days of Chile it's probably not the final days, but this epoch in his story
Mm-hmm.
is getting ready to come to an end. He doesn't understand what it means to actually file 100 different copyright claims. You don't understand what you're doing, Chili. Just stop now before you look really stupid and
Exactly.
it's all it's going to do is make you look really. I know how the copyright system works. I've actually fought and defended every copyright claim against my channel and
Me
won.
too. Yeah, me too.
So don't come trying to think you're going to just come and you found a new way to get the information on all the trolls. I know how to get their personal information. Nope. Tomorrow night I'm going to teach you all how to counterclaim Chili without giving up your information. Tomorrow night on my channel.
That's good. Do tune in for that, because again, it is important for everyone, especially all of the content creators who feel like they might be in the crosshairs of Chile. I don't give a shit. Chile, I've given out my information. I don't give a fuck. Showing up on my doorstep is not going to go good for you. It's just not. And that's all I'm going to say. I'm not, whatever. I don't give a fuck. Don't show up on my doorstep expecting trouble, because you might not like what you get. That being said, it's the stupidest strategy. It really is. Ask PayPal Patty how well that strategy works out. He had to get his mom to put his channel back up, or create a new channel for him. He couldn't do it. Ask, what was that other fucking Neanderthal idiot from Flat Earth? Who was that idiot? Daniel Pratt. Ask Daniel Pratt how that works out. It just doesn't work.
Continuously lost channels.
Oh, fuck, dude.
Every 2 weeks he was having to start over from nothing.
Yes. That fucker.
Like, Chili, you call yourself an alpha, but you really don't know how to take one on the chin. Like, at all.
And that's the thing. This whole business, whole time, had he just been back and forth with insults. I know you don't give a shit what fucking Chili thinks of you. I don't give a shit what Chili thinks of me. We call him a fucking half a freaking chipmunk. He calls you a skinny toothpick and calls me a fat fuck. Whatever. I don't give a shit. Don't care. Don't bother me any.
No, I'm suing him if he says that about me moving forward. That's the game he wants to play.
And yeah, exactly.
I'm gonna practice on you though. You said it. I'm gonna practice my lawsuit on you.
I did say it. Team Skeptic is about as big as two toothpicks glued together.
I mean, like Chili, the thing is, and I know you're gonna listen to this, or somebody's gonna listen to it. Maybe you'll hear me out and be like, "Yeah, good point." Why can Chili never argue against what we're saying?
Because there is no argument.
No, there really is. There's people out there that argue these points all the time. Like there's people out there that can make good arguments for why Terry v. Ohio should be overturned, just not Chili.
Oh, I'm not. Yeah, I was talking about his. Not. I don't give a shit about his OTVO bullshit.
Yeah, and no, I'm just saying, like, there are people that already argue these facts or argue these points all the time.
Yep, they're called lawyers.
Yeah, exactly right. but Chili, like, whenever we say something about it, we make fun of him. He doesn't go to like, well, this is why I believe you guys to be wrong. And he can get all worked up and threaten us and all that too. All that shit, all that bullshit that he talks over the fucking TV screen about how tough he is and how he wants to throw me in a trash can. Okay. All right. I'm sorry, am I the one that has a fucking a protection order out? You know, like, am I missing something here?
Oh yeah, yeah. That's always
So,
been an interesting position that he likes to take.
but you know, like, it's just that he never has a position that he can fight from, that he can intellectually fight from. It's his way is right. If you don't think his way is right, he's going to physically threaten you. If physically threatening you doesn't work, then he's going to dox you and your entire family.
Yep.
And if that doesn't work, then he will sue you.
Yeah, I mean, and that's the thing. This is all a pardon the pun, but this is an accidental pun. But this is all he's trying to have a chilling effect on people whom don't agree with him and will speak out against him, and it's not going to work. There's far too much legal precedence against chilling the opposition. It's just not going to work.
And then he tried to dox fucking Frauditor Troll.
Frauditor Troll's like, yeah, that's happened already.
Yeah, well, I know that it's happened already. He and I had already talked about that way back in the day. But just saying, like, you know, he's like, well, this is this person, this is this person. Like, is he Chili? Like, that's your defense. That is what makes in your mind, that is how you make your argument right. You just threaten everybody who argues back with you, who says that, yeah,
Right.
maybe this guy's not right. You could never think about it, Chili. If the government did to you what you're trying to do to all of us, you would
you'd fucking
never
cry.
ever be able to overturn anything.
Right.
Because you wouldn't be able to speak.
And yeah, exactly. He would be crying and fucking, oh, I can't believe it. They're trying to silence me. I'm hungry, says Blue Bacon only has 19,000 subscribers. So what? And he's been doing this a long time. So what? Numbers don't lie, but he sure as hell does. I don't personally believe whatever you want. You obviously are naive. I don't know who you're talking to. And as far as whether or not Blue Bacon is being honest, that's between Blue Bacon and everybody else. I said what I had to say about the whole situation. And that's that for me. I am not here to condemn or condone Blue Bacon's actions. You guys make your own fucking decisions. You want to hate his guts? Fucking hate his guts. You don't? You don't. That's all I'm going to say. Now, Team Skeptic, I know it's been tough, you know, being overseas and fucking seeing all these beautiful things in Prague and Italy Budapest. And Spain and Budapest.
Didn't go to Italy.
Fucking shut up. I'm trying to, golly, team.
Gotta get it right.
Just roll
to Vienna.
Oh, that's right, Vienna. Sorry. Austria, yeah. Now, I know that in your Discord you had a few like chats during your lunch breaks and whatnot, but as a lot of people in the side chat have noticed or have mentioned that, you know, you've been particularly absent during your vacation. Is that because you were on vacation?
Yeah, that's something I was like. I was watching Chili the other night, and I was like, damn, you know, right now I'm on post vacation. Okay, so that everybody knows, I'm in post vacation mode right now. I will have a return tomorrow, and we'll get to that later. But yeah, there was a real big reason. There's a reason why there's been a lack of content over the past 2 months. The past 2 months, I've been traveling around Europe, having a great fucking time, you know, despite being doxxed. I mean, I don't care about that. Despite being doxxed, he doxed me. Okay, oh well, I've been doxxed before. I got over it then. I'll get over it now. The second time around, it was a lot easier to take the doxing and be like, you know, it's like, you know, it really wasn't that big of a deal.
Right.
But, you know, even when him going after my sponsors, as I'm pulling into the city where my other sponsor is, and my other sponsors, yeah, fuck that guy, you know, hell yeah, shout out to Extra Wallets. You know, it's just, there was a lot of things that, you know, when I was on vacation, every time I open up the laptop to work, you know, even if it was to address something Chili was saying about me, I just looked at the laptop and was like, no, feels too much like work. I'm on vacation. See, that's the difference, is I can enjoy life like a human being's supposed to enjoy life. Chili can only enjoy Terry, overturning Terry. That's it. That's all he can do. That's his whole life. Even when he's in a beautiful country on a beautiful beach, he still can't let the trolls get to his head.
Yeah, I just don't understand. It's like, come on, dude, not but a few fucking yards behind you, beach. My dogs are going crazy. This child up there is being.
I'll take him to Europe with me. I'm gonna drop his ass off in the Danube River.
Show him a good
A
time.
boat party in Prague.
Yeah,
We'll land on that day, take him
Right.
to the fucking boat out on the river, and just drop his ass off.
Oh, you're in trouble. You're in trouble. Mr. Schrodinger's cat says she's upset that you didn't ask her to go.
Hey, Mr. Schrodinger's cat, you should have come with me. I needed a fucking travel buddy. I had one. It would have been a bit much at times, but you would have been okay. You'd have been with me. You'd have been all right.
Hey, take over for a second. I need to go see what's going on with that youngster of mine. Give me just a minute.
Okay. Well, yeah. So, of course, I have been gone for a bit, and that is unfortunate. I've missed you guys. I know you guys have missed me. I get your messages all the time, and even though I haven't been responding to everybody, I've been kind of taking a break completely from the internet just to really recenter and refocus and get back into my normal routine of kicking ass, taking names, and right now doing my lives about fucking delete laws, and during my content created, do my content creation on idiots in court, idiots getting arrested, and Karens being Karens, fucking morons. So hope you guys are ready for my comeback. Put a 1 in the chat if you're ready, baby, and then put TTU in the chat too. Yeah, it feels good. Feels good to be behind a better mic. I had no camera. That's the other thing, man. Got back to a place where I could really get set back up. And of course, in Spain, my camera started fucking flickering on me. I don't know if y'all remember that live. I was like, what the fuck? And it turned out there was like a loose cable. Well, I tried to fix it myself. That didn't work. Now it hardly works at all. So I had to go out and get another camera. It's very depressing. End up buying the same goddamn camera that I had. But let me see the chat. Yeah, but Chili can eat some shit. First off, I don't even need the chat. I'll just talk. Chili can eat some shit because I've been paying attention. And the fact that you're resorting, Chili, to doxing people and doxing their family members as your way of trying to get the upper hand. That's really, really shitty of you to do. Nobody's gonna like you more because they found out that this is the way you do things. I'll save my real reservations for when I go live tomorrow. Let's see. Are you gonna put together a video tour of your vacation? Yes, I am actually. It'll be on my gaming channel, Skeptic After Dark, and I'm just gonna sit down and talk about my 57-day vacation around Europe and the US. Now I added some to it just to have a good time. Had to avoid Interpol and the FBI and the CIA. Tim Hicks, I missed you too, man. I missed all you guys. God's Child, missed you too. All right, tag me. Let's see. Forgiving Jerry, Team Skeptic, and Johnny O. Damn, this is a nice change of pace. Yeah. Once I get back to doing my own stream, I'll just forget Johnny existed again. Who is running California? Lenka and Doug. Yeah, I'm only here because Johnny's paying me to be here. Hope you enjoyed yourself. I did. I had a great time. Like no half man, especially while I was on vacation. He waited till I went on vacation to dox me, which is shitty. But guess what? I'm a big boy and no half man. is ever going to ruin anything I'm doing. So, I went around Europe. I had a blast. Fucking tried all kinds of new foods. Went to Oktoberfest. Had some really oversized beers. Took a train. I took trains to a lot of places. That was pretty fucking badass. But I'll save all that for on my channel whenever I do a sit down with you guys. Love you too, Epiphanies. You should have come to Wales. Yeah, missed a lot of places. All I ever saw you eat was steak. That's pretty much all I ever ate, Casey. But different steaks from different parts of the world.
Did you say steaks?
Yes, I did.
I had steak tonight. It's delicious. So when I left, you were talking about making sure that when you're on vacation, you actually go to vacation.
Yeah, as I did.
What's that like? I've been on vacation forever.
Uh-oh. I'm hearing myself twice. Why is that?
That was my headphones. See?
Okay.
Yeah.
I enjoyed it. I missed home. Like I said, I was gone for a long time, so I really missed home. But I really wanted to be back out.
Yeah, you were gone for a fair bit.
Total of 8 weeks.
Golly, 2-month vacation.
Yeah, 56 days total.
Jeez.
And counting. When you add post-vacation to it. When you add post-vacation, I'm at about 64 days now. 63, 64.
Lucky bastard.
But that ends tomorrow.
Sweet. So now
I come back and I shit on people.
Well, you shit on all those people then. Have you been keeping up? Are you allowed to look at videos? Are you allowed to, like, if I put up a fucking what's his name, a chili video, are you allowed to look at it? Or
what do you mean? Hell yeah. I look at it all the time.
Let me find his latest, because we're gonna rip into this guy. Apparently he did one today where he's talking all kinds of shit about how he's gonna get all of us. I'll get all of you and your little dog too.
Of course he is.
What's up, Blue Bear?
What up, Blue Bear? Big brother.
Hang on. I mean, StreamYards is okay. It's quick and easy, but
get vMix, dickweed.
I've got it. I just don't want to pay for it. I mean, I don't want to pay
what the fuck? Get the goddamn vMix.
I've got it. I can't afford it right now. Okay. That's all there is to it.
It's like $50 a month.
That's a lot of money.
I know.
What the hell? Which one? What was his latest one? I've got it here somewhere. Here it is.
What's going on out there in the land of YouTube? What's going on, YouTubies? Having a good day today? I hope that you are.
What's his fucking deal?
What's the name of this, by the way?
Terry. What is this called? Terry versus Ohio has to go. Here's why, and when they hate me, and why they hate me. This is he fucking lights into you a little bit on this one.
Yeah, I know.
Actually.
And the funny thing is, hey, I haven't even been talking about him because I've been on vacation.
Yeah, right. I mean,
and he says I'm obsessed with him.
You had, like, I think, 4 live streams over the course of your vacation?
Yeah, not very many.
It's insane. All right, let's get into this shit show.
Is an absolutely beautiful day. How's your day going? Do me a favor, hit the like button. Everybody, if you would please type right down there, hit the like button, and then
remember
hit
that's all
the like button. Hit the button.
Yeah, he says it right.
Yeah, he says it right. It's not like that's just the way he says it.
Yeah.
No, he's doing that on purpose.
Yep.
He's a dumb fuck. He messed up one time and now he's trying to act like he always did it.
Like,
no, he didn't always do it, dumb fuck. We'd have been laughing at you a lot longer than the last month and a half about that.
Yep. Dumb shit.
Boop, just hit it. Just go like that. Just hit the like button. So, so today I had to do a lot of legal stuff, a lot of legal things, a lot of legal talk, a lot of legal jumbo,
It's an
blah, blah,
interesting way of
blah.
saying
But,
eating a lot
you
of
know, I
lead
wanted
paint.
Yeah, right. Lead paint chips. Yeah, buddy. Thank you, God's child.
to really encapsulate, let me make sure my Bluetooth's off. I really wanted to encapsulate the reason why Terry versus Ohio has to go. And so, look, for the people who subscribe here and are friends of mine, you know, I want you to know this is kind
You
of a
have any friends?
strange. I really don't. I want to show you the reason why they hate me. I
'Cause
want
you're
to show you
fucking
the
dumb as
reason
fuck.
why.
'Cause you're a grifter, a scammer.
Yeah. It's not because of fucking creepy shit like this. Hang on, let me get rid of us. There you go, guys. There you go. That's for the continuation of the meme contest. Don't forget, get in the old Plot Hole Discord with all of these screenshots and send us your best meme. And I'll pick a winner at the end of the month and I'll send you a Plot Hole t-shirt. Lots of fun.
And I also want to show you that we know we're right over the target. That's why they want to muddy me down and slow me down. We're right.
You're slow enough as
Over.
it is.
Okay. I want to point something out. Now, in past live streams, people have pointed out his needlepoint eyes. And I haven't said much because usually I would just attribute it because he's usually got that fucking ring light right in his face, right? There's no ring light in his face today.
And he's inside.
And he's inside.
That's just the way alphas are built.
Oh yeah, alphas are built with meth eyes.
The target.
Allegedly.
And it's absolutely Terry versus Ohio. Let me show you guys something. And so, look, you know, this isn't going to be the first time you see or hear from this guy. I'm suing him. And so you guys you're going to hear about him anyway. I'm taking him to court. I'm suing him. Like, he's the next lawsuit. So what I was doing today is I had to take a look at, when you sue somebody, you have to go through every detail of their video. You have to pick out every little piece. You have to timestamp the exact timestamp. Then you have to quote the word, and then you have the words said about you that are defamation. Then you have to download the video. Then you have to take that one little clip, mark it as an exhibit, put it on a thumb drive, and put it in the packet to sue them.
Or you could
just
not
be
do
a
all of
bitch.
that stuff and just go on your fucking business. Good
Yeah,
Lord.
he acts like, okay, so he says, oh man, I did all these sales for my store in this 1 month and nothing was bought the next month. And then you ask yourself, well, what were the new products you put in? Nothing. Okay, so were you expecting everyone that bought a trifold last month to buy a trifold this month and buy one next month and the following month? You don't put anything new out, people have nothing new to buy. Like he's just
By the way, side chat, yes, I know that meth does not make your pupils constrict. I'm aware. He just hates it when we call him a meth head. It triggers him. This fucking guy. He's
Flintstone chewable tablets when you do them anally give you like dilated pupils.
There you go.
Could be that.
It's quite a process. And so as I was doing that today, I had to catalog things, and it's so easy to get right back to mission for me, because I was like, you know, I really don't want to talk to any of the people who follow this channel for the specific mission of overturning Terry versus Ohio unless there's a really good reason to show them something that is more drama, because it is, but at the same time, this is really going to show you why they want to slow us down, why they hate us. We're right over the target. And without further, you know, let me
why we want to slow you down, why we want to hate you is because you're a fucking doxer.
Yeah.
who's now actively talking about how you're going to abuse the fucking copyright system.
Yep.
That's why we want to slow you down and shit on you now. And you'll piss off a whole group of other internet people. Anybody that's ever been fucked over by a copyright fucking abuser, they will look at you and just hate you immediately.
Yep. And the funny thing is, this same guy who's all about free speech, free speech, and he'll say, well, it's not free speech, it's hate speech. No, it's not. It's harmful speech. Just because it hurts your feelings doesn't mean it meets the actual
Still covered by
malice
fair
standard.
use, even if it is hateful and harmful speech.
Right.
So fuck off.
I think somebody needs to learn what actual malice
And he says in there, oh, someone just showed me how to do this. Yeah, somebody gave you some really bad advice, Chili.
Yep.
Really bad advice. Because when you go start copyright claiming everybody, you're gonna get fucked over by doing that. Now, remember, Chili, there's a box there that says under penalty of perjury.
Yep.
Remember, that's not just some form you're filling out.
Exactly.
When you fill that form out, that's a legal document.
And the thing that kills me about that is he doesn't understand that he's opening himself up for liability. Like smaller channels, that's just going to be a minor nuisance for Chili. He might be able to flex on some smaller channels, but when he goes after you and starts copyright striking your videos on Chili, you get several thousand views, tens, if not hundreds of thousands of views on your videos. That's a lot of ad revenue. That's what he's not thinking about. He doesn't understand that if he does this shit and when he loses, because Chili, you will lose these.
Yeah, you will lose.
You will lose. That's a foregone conclusion.
You'll lose just like everybody else does that files false DMCA claims.
Exactly. He's
and the level what you don't under. I'm not even gonna. I almost want to help him, but by not helping him, but do you realize how much money you're gonna have to raise to literally copyright strike everybody?
Right.
It's not cheap. It's not cheap.
Yeah, you can't. That's something you can't class action lawsuit.
Yeah, you have to do each one individually
in the state in which the person resides.
And then guess what, Chili? If you take it that far and don't fucking follow through, that's when YouTube is going to start looking at you like you're abusing their copyright system.
And that's when you'll get the PayPal Patty treatment and get booted.
But don't let a dumb man not do something dumb, because this guy's a dumb man. Dumb half a man. Half of a man.
Half a man. The funny thing is, we can sit there all day and tell him, like, this is what's going to happen if you do this, and he'll still do the stupid shit. He'll fucking slide on down that 14-inch fucking pole all day and take it all. And we're like, dude, we fucking told you so. But
don't worry. Whenever he tries to copyright claim you, you just reach out to me. I'll tell you step by step how you do it, how you counter the claim without fucking doxing yourself. Chili can fucking eat shit. Not even allegedly on that one. That's fucking factually.
I mean, he likes to eat shit, right? Flat Derp for $2.79 Canadian says, TTU team. Thank you so much, Flat Derp. Good to see you live streaming, by the way. Flat Derp is live streaming now, so watch out. We're all in fucking trouble.
I know.
This guy, Flat Derp, is a fucking tits, man.
I know.
God's Child, $5 says, can't wait to see you, Team Skeptic. We miss you. We love you. Hey, Plot Hole fam, what's going down? Thank you so much, God's Child. I appreciate that. Potentially criminal for $5 says, the problem with Chili's grift is that he is selling advice that is 100% wrong. I'm upset with him because he's causing people to hurt themselves. Absolutely. That's the biggest reason why I started fucking swinging at him. Team started swinging at him because.
But see, potentially criminal, because you say that right there, he will dox you now and your whole fucking family. You're a troll. You deserve to burn in hell. And he thinks that everybody should have your address.
Right.
Because that's the advice. That's his argument to you saying he's selling bad advice.
Right.
There is no counter argument. I don't understand why people don't see that. He's literally taking the ball and saying, I'm going home with the ball.
Yeah, his people are just a whole other thing. Paul Rumore Fraser for £8.99 says, Latin of to fault is human, and to that little prick of Cholito to persist is evil. TTU to you, Johnny and Daddy Skeptic. We miss you and got your back. Thank you so much, Paul. Appreciate that. Cerebral Tackle for $5 says I could give Team Skeptic half my weight and he'd still look like he graduated from the school of Harry Kate and Ashley Olson. School of
Top of my
Culinary
class.
Design.
Top of the class, babe.
Thank you so much, Cerebral Tackle. Welsh News Network for £10 says Johnny O, I've been thinking and getting things in order, and I'm ready to go public with what I have been up to behind the curtain. As I approached you first, it is only fair it should be here. Absolutely. Reach out and we'll make that happen.
Welsh, I have a bigger channel.
Why are you trying to come over my channel, Flex?
I'm not just trying to get the scoop first.
Motherfucker. Chaos Warden for $5 says, Team, let Dog Detective know about your stream tomorrow because Chili copyright struck 2 of her videos. Absolutely.
Right.
Reach out. Either,
Yeah.
like I said, Dog Detective, Team Skeptic's great. I'm great. We've both done it. Team Skeptic's probably got more Chilitos. And it was Mr. Schrodinger's cat for $9.99 says, oh, I wish SC was here to handle this lot. Yeah, he is a lot lizard.
Lot lizard, yeah.
He's a lot lizard, yeah.
Hi, Miss Schrodinger's cat. Love you.
Hey, Nicole, yeah.
Haven't chatted in a while.
I would have loved to have gotten. It's so bad that he wasn't here to witness and be a part of this whole fucking debacle because Schrodinger would have dropped his dick on him. That's all I'm saying. Chili's Rancid Flipper Tooth. These names, you guys are awesome. Glad you're back, team. That was for $2. Thank you so much.
Not back till tomorrow. I'm still hiding from Interpol.
He's hiding from Interpol. Yep. Not in Belfast. Chris for $4.99 says that's funny. In his motion, he said he has someone who transcribes those videos for him. Could he just be watching Team Skeptic while he's eating?
No, they're actually. You know what's funny is that he was like, Team Skeptics put out 22 videos, and I was like, 22? Is that it?
Yeah, right.
There's no way. There's way more than that. I know I called him a dipshit way more than like 6 times. Like it was transcribed by Mark Roberts, I believe his name is, from BitSecure. Well,
now I know that Welsh News Network is a dude. Welsh News Network for Welsh News Network for $5 says, sorry team, I have given my word to Johnny O and size doesn't matter.
It should. The smaller the better. So
that means I'm better than you. Blue Bear 1 for $10 says, enjoy the content, Johnny O. Keep it up. Team, glad to hear you back. Team, we need to talk soon. Love you, little brother. Thank you so much.
Oh, yeah. I've taken a Discord break. I'll be back tomorrow probably.
It's because you don't get what do we call it? You don't get internet in the bunker.
Yeah, I'm telling you,
Dog,
I'm trying to figure out where Chili's at right now so I can go fucking follow my great white shark around.
AZ Jeep Girl, who's been a Plot Hole crew member for 10 months, says, why is he now coming after non-creators? Because he's a piece of shit. That's why.
That's right.
Thank you so much for that.
Because he's coming to the realization right here, right now, that he has no argument.
None.
He has no argument, and there's only one way in his mind that he can get everybody else to leave him alone.
You saw him figure out that he was a piece of shit during his fucking insane rambling at the Colombian airport, right? When he was talking shit about Legicator and how Legicator piece of shit because he took in 5 kids that weren't his own and raised them.
He's like, oh yeah, I guess he is a pretty nice guy. Yeah, fucking dumb fuck you. See, you'll just say anything about anybody.
Yeah.
And I've never. So I don't attack Chili. Well, I do actually now. But before I knew that he was only 5'2", I didn't attack Chili's as a person. I attacked his arguments. And really, I still just because I call you a dumb fuck, Chili, doesn't mean that I still don't wish the best for you. But God, how do I word this without sounding disingenuous?
I mean, you can just tell the truth. We tell the truth here on the Plot Hole.
Okay, I just won't speak.
Okay,
it's for my legal benefit.
All right, let's get back to this. Hey, Christo, I see you over there.
I want to show you guys this video. So do a roll call real quick. Who's in the room? Hit the like button. You didn't hit the like button yet. Hit the like button. OTVO.
They don't
OTVO.
like you.
So, and also, let me show you how slow or uneducated people are, or they just don't want to look at the truth. Let me show you something. OTVO. What's up? What is up, Playboy? What's going on, Playboy? What's up with the Playboy? Yeet, 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 yeet. Can I get a yeet, yeet? Can I get it? Yeet, 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 yeet. Okay, put a like on there. Take your finger, put a like on there. Okay.
Guy's got problems.
Yeah, he does.
Got problems. There you go, everybody. There's another one. Fuck. This is gonna be hard. I'm gonna have to get some guest judges to judge these. I'm gonna put a panel together. You know what, team? Let's do that. We'll do that on your. We'll do it on your channel. I'll bring in all the memes from my Discord. We'll bring it to your channel because I'm the one giving the
I don't
shirt
want him
away.
to copyright strike me though, Johnny.
This is a good one though. This is a good one, guys. Like I said, get in the plot hole Discord. I want to see all your best memes. We'll gather them all up at the end of this month and announce a winner. We'll have fun. We'll have fun with it.
I'm going to show you guys this, and yes, it ties into some drama, but at the same time, this lines out why they hate us. And you guys are not members of some silly cult. Listen to the footage, listen to what I say here, and then tell me if you can understand why they hate us so much. Because we are right over the target. Hey, love you too, guy. Love you too. Good to see you guys, man. Yeet, yeet, yeet. Tommy, why are you
very convincing?
not-
Yeet, yeet, yeet.
How is that even possible? But
Like, you
what's
can't
going on,
yeet
Playboy?
in the process of
What's
blocking
going
somebody.
on, Playboy? What is going on, Playboy? Okay, so I'm gonna show you guys this video. This video, just so you guys know, let me flip my camera around here so you guys can see what I'm looking at. This video
Share a video of a cell phone
is from Team Skeptic.
on my laptop.
I'm not kidding. Transcribing his video today, and
Somebody teach this fucker how to live stream.
No, I enjoy him doing it this way.
CB says, Johnny, your dating site? Really? I mean, look, you got to make extra money. That's all I'm saying.
saw something on here that gave me serious pause and made me say, I've got to show the people. So I'm going to let you listen to this for a second, and then we're going to come right back to it, and I'm going to explain some things.
Back to mission. Overturn Terry versus Ohio, and now let's get rid of torture cuffs. Because what's a part of Terry versus Ohio? Detainment. Did you know that? So there's no such thing as detainment in the Constitution. There's no such magical police power that police can detain you. It doesn't exist. Did you know that? It was created in 1968 under Terry versus Ohio, this magical little space where...
Did he really say that we've never detained anybody before Terry versus Ohio?
Yeah.
This is why people call you stupid, Chili. That's all I'm saying.
Where some guy who went to an academy for 2 weeks could have complete dominion over you.
Good night, Sandy.
Especially if you were black. And now it's complete dominion over all of us. All colors, white, yellow, blue, green, purple, pink. Doesn't matter what color you are. Absolute dominion over you the moment one of these dudes says, I'm suspicious of you. The very second,
That's not true. That's not exactly how Terry versus Ohio works. And you know this, Chili. That's why we clown you, is because you go out of your way to lie about things. A police officer cannot just walk up and go, I'm suspicious of you. And at that point, just shake you down. That's a violation of your fucking civil rights, especially if you haven't done anything. There's parameters that have to be met there.
Okay. So,
Which I'm right.
Every time he does that, it looks like his ball sack is about to hit the damn thing. It's like, fucking, I have to look away just to make sure.
one in the chat, if
I
that's
really love the fact that he just played me being right.
Yeah, I know. It's funny. You should sue him for that.
exactly what's happening. Put a 1 in the chat. If cops are walking up to anybody they want and saying, I'm suspicious of you, get on your knees. Put a 1 in the chat if that's true. If that's exactly what's happening. Cops are walking up to people and saying, because I'm suspicious of you, break yourself like a bitch. Put a 1 in the chat if that's exactly what's happening. If that's exactly what's happening.
I've never had a
Eight
cop tell
one.
me they're going to do anything about a bitch. Never seen
Yeah.
that.
Of course, Chili's just making this up as he goes along.
Yeah.
This is the way cops do, you guys.
Right.
Because I say so. Just
Yeah.
believe me. Believe me, everybody. Because
Right.
I can remember he said in the debate, oh, it's the highest crime rate ever. And then we look back at it and it's like, no, it's not.
Yeah. Here are
Like,
the
it's
actual
not even
numbers.
close.
Yeah.
What are you talking about? And I was like, oh, and then I was like, well, I'll just give you that. And what are you trying to say? Like, because one crime rate in one neighborhood is up, we should extrapolate that across the entire United States? Yes. Like, no, that is not how statistics works, jackass.
Jesus.
If that's the case, then I'll pick Kenosha, Wisconsin. Now, oh, look at that. Crime rate's fucking down fucking all the way.
I mean, it's too easy. It really is too easy. Because Chili fucking generally debunks himself or contradicts himself. It's this guy. Welsh News Network for £2 says, emailed you contact details. Thank you, sir. I will get back with you ASAP. And I know I did. I said ASAP. Fuck.
So I'm not lying. Terry
you
versus
are.
Ohio is abused constantly every single day, constantly around the nation. Right now, somewhere in America, someone's being Terry stopped. And
Okay, so here's where Chili, this is like a brilliant grift, right? This is a brilliant opening to a scam. You take a little bit of truth and you stretch the fucking shit out of it. Have there people who have been improperly detained and stopped? Absolutely. Absolutely.
Sure. Every
Has
day.
it happen? Sure. Does it happen every day? Probably. Is it such a rampant problem with police through this nation that I'm about to go for a walk? As soon as I'm done this live stream, I'm going to take a walk. Am I going to get fucking Terry stopped?
Yeah, I'm not worried about a police officer walking down the street and I'm walking my dog and they're like, oh, come here. You right now, come here. Let me check your pockets.
Right.
Let me check your waistline. What's this? It's fucking doggy shit bags? Okay, put your hands on your head, sir. Like,
Right.
I'm not worried about that, Chili.
Now,
Like, the world you live in only exists within your own fucking head.
Right. Now, I will say that there are certain areas where that's more likely to happen than not. But again, he's taking a small thing and stretching it out and making it an absolute. And it doesn't work that way. Can cops do better? Can our police do better? Sure, absolutely. There are ways to hold them accountable.
That face, though.
That face, yeah. Look at that face. Just this guy. People, if you're interested in what Chili has to say, because you think it's something that you can listen to and actually learn from, no, you can't. Just don't do it. Don't do it.
Yeah.
Don't do it.
It's like crack. Don't do it.
Don't do crack.
it's atrocious for them because they didn't do anything. But reasonable articulable suspicion means cops can say, I'm suspicious of you anytime they want. So,
no, they can't.
You know, I already debated this guy one time, and I'm going to show the debate, part of that debate in a second, because I have this set up so I can show you guys. That's exactly what's happening. That's why Terry versus Ohio has to go.
Stopped at a particular point on a different YouTube video that I'm about to show you.
This guy. Paul Rue Moore Fraser for £4.49 says, hey, Chili, somewhere out there is a tree tirelessly producing oxygen for you to breathe. Find it and apologize. That's right. Find it and apologize. There it is.
That's why Terry versus Ohio has to go. Put a 1 in the chat if cops are walking up to people and saying, I'm suspicious of you. Break yourself, like a BITCH. Put a 1 in the chat. OTVO. That's exactly what's happening, Mr. David Omo. And we're going to talk about you a little bit too, but let's just talk about the content of what you said. The reason why you clown me isn't because I lie to people or subscribers or Terry versus Ohio. It's because you're a parasite and you've attached to the host who's on a mission.
I clowned you.
And the mission is overturn.
Me clowning him.
A parasite, huh?
He's like, this ain't why. Let me tell you why you're clowning me. It's not because of this reason. It's because of this other reason. Hey, he admitted to it. Thank you, Chili.
Yep.
I could give a fuck the reason. You admitted I clowned you.
Yeah.
I clown you all the time. Be clowning you tomorrow night. Using one of your videos to do it too. Fucking copyright fucking strike me, bitch.
Oh, he will now. You know he will. But that's fine. We know how to fix that.
Terry versus Ohio. That's why. You're literally a parasite. So let's keep watching this guy who's just one of the biggest dunce caps I've ever seen in my life. This guy's so...
Does he not understand why he's stupid for calling you a dunce cap?
He doesn't understand much.
That's true.
So probably not.
So calling you what is a dunce cap? Is a dunce cap the stupid thing? Or is a dunce cap the thing that signifies the stupid thing?
I am your dunce cap, sir.
Yeah, calling us dunce caps. Like, yeah, we know. We're the ones pointing you out as a stupid thing.
Chili's the
Fucking
dunce.
idiot. Just, my goodness. Jesus Christ. We love you too.
So dumb. Well, he has no education. Listen to how he speaks.
Good night, Mrs. Schrodinger's cat. Good night,
And
Fred
civil
Edwards.
rights, especially if you haven't done anything.
Yeah, it happens all the time.
There's parameters
No,
that have to
there's
be
not.
met there.
No.
You kind of leave those parameters out and just blatantly say that police have a blind, like just an open invitation.
They do.
To just walk up to every person, go, I'm suspicious of a crime.
Yep.
And start patting you down.
That's right.
That's not what's happened. That's not
Yeah,
what
they do
happened
all
in Terry
kinds of
versus
civil
Ohio.
rights.
That's exactly.
And you know that. So
Cases, if that was going on.
Oh, yeah, there would be thousands. We would be
Well, of
inundated.
course, I'm right. Thanks,
Yeah.
Chili.
Yep.
why do you continue to lie?
That's exactly
Why
what's
do you
happening.
continue to lie through omission?
Through omission.
Something your people, I shouldn't be asking the question. Your people should be asking the
I
question.
agree. They should
Your
be
people
asking.
should be the ones saying, but Chili, that's not how Terry versus Ohio went.
No.
That's not what Terry versus Ohio implies. Why are they not calling you out, Chili? Are they just too stupid to know the difference? Or are they just too blinded by following you
Following
like a
me.
fucking cult?
Like a colt, huh?
Second, the cop says I'm suspicious.
Okay. So
Well, he didn't
that's
deny it.
exactly
Yeah.
what is happening in the United States of America. These people who have come to this channel, they're not here to see me fight you and
Just
sue you and go
pause
through
it.
your.
Question, real quick.
hmm
And of all the videos where Chili has dressed down the cops, how many of them have Terry stopped him?
Exactly. That's
None.
the thing. He goes out and acting like a fucking raving lunatic, ranting and raving about God knows what. And not one of those cops, although they could, not one of them have Terry stopped him. Not a
Yeah.
single one.
Not one. Why are you lying, Chili?
Fucking hell.
He's like, this is the reality that America, except me, experiences.
Paul Rue Moore Fraser for £4.49 says, a wise man in Orient said, thinking of Chile, the instruction of the foolish is a waste of knowledge. Soap cannot wash charcoal white.
Damn straight.
He's such a dumbass. He is the dunce. Remember, everybody, he is the dunce. That's the face of a dunce right there. Right there. That's the face.
The only
Ridiculous.
way to wash the stupidity off of fucking Chili is to fucking throw him in a volcano. Active volcano.
Yeah. You could throw him in an inactive volcano. The fall will kill him. But don't do that, people. Don't do that. That's not Joe.
No, I said that's the only way to wash the stupidity off of him.
Oh, right. Yeah. Yep. Juggernaut Jared Reed, A, I like your avatar, so you can do just about anything you want. And B, yes, go leave a comment. Yeah, go ahead, do it.
Parasite bullshit. They're here because that's what's happening in our country. It's happening video after video after video. Almost every single one of Real News Network. Go over to Real News Network. One of my favorite channels on YouTube. Almost every video she shows is a Terry stop. They just decided they'd be suspicious of you. That's exactly what's happening. This is why they hate me, because this guy's a great big copsucker because he killed somebody. He's a piece of shit. But that's not the point. We're right over the target. That's why they hate me. They know that this is exactly what's happening in America. This is the reason why Terry versus Ohio has to go. Let me see if the rest of this is worth watching.
To you, that now equals what? Detainment. And what are we talking about with detainment? We're talking about torture cuffs. That's what we're talking about. So
I always say he goes like this, and he just does it. Just now, you saw me be like,
You're obsessed with you're obsessed with me, brother. You're absolutely obsessed with me. You're just obsessed with me at this point. Like, what's wrong with you, dude? So
I like laughing.
I have to cover this
Easy.
because this is the mission. This is what we're doing here. This is why you're here.
So I guess I can
Because
copyright
Terry
strike him,
versus
right?
Ohio.
What's that?
I can copyright strike him, right?
Yeah. If that's his target was goose. Good for the goose, good for the gander. Yeah.
Ohio has got to go. You're seeing it. He's sitting there saying that, oh, you know,
You're stupid.
that's not the reality. Terry versus Ohio says cops can do a light pat down on your person to see if you have a weapon. Is that what's happening? Put a 1 in the chat if they're just throwing you on the ground, putting their knees in your neck. Put a 1 in the chat if detainment equals torture cuffs. Put a 1 in the chat if they've created this magical space called detainment that they torture you in. Just go put a 1 in the chat. Just let me know.
If you put
just,
a 1, I'll know you've at least subscribed for 5 days.
Yeah. He had it for 20. He had 20 minutes at one time, then 5 minutes, and then he figured it out that no, I'm just not going to do it.
People are like creating sock accounts today just so they control them in 5 days.
In 5 days,
just so they can get blocked in 5 days. They got a sub, and they're like, "Fuck, man, we gotta wait 5 days for this shit."
Yep. He's got me blocked, and I wasn't even being egregious in his side chat. I was just asking him why he was wishing cancer on kids.
Because clarify it, Johnny. Okay, you're kind of being disingenuous.
My mistake.
He's not wishing cancer on kids. He only wishes cancer on the trolls kids.
Right.
Okay, the trolls kids.
Yep.
You got it. Anybody that's a member of Kate or my channel or Demon's channel or your channel or anybody else is like, if you're a member of them, then your kids, yes, absolutely, cancer all day long.
Right.
But if you were gifted a membership on accident, then by all means, I was not talking about you.
No, he was, because I think one of his live rantings, he talked about how even if they were gifted, because somebody asked him that, even if they're gifted, I guess, even if they're gifted, they're still supporting the channel. I'm like, fuck off. Dumb shit.
Let me know if that's the reality of the world. And anybody who disagrees, if you're watching this later, explain your position. Because here, I don't think there's a single.
Wait, here's my position. It doesn't fucking happen.
Yeah, you're making this shit up.
Yes, that's my position. You're making this shit up. Now, show me evidence to the contrary, seeing as how you're making a positive claim, and then we'll talk. Otherwise,
I want everybody to remember this is coming from the guy that wants you to be on film the moment you walk out of your house. He wants there to be someone standing there filming you in 4K as you move through the city. You'll be basically moving from one digital detainment checkpoint to the next. And they'll be constantly videotaping you, and your entire fate of everything you do is controlled by these 2 random people that work for these 2 independent companies that are going to be inside the headset of whoever's filming you nonstop. Like, that person can never have the headset ever come off of their fucking head.
Right.
Like, this man is a delusional idiot.
Walter McGarvin is absolutely correct. Thousands of frauditor videos prove that Chili is wrong. Yep, that's true. Welsh News Network for £2 says he is the best ad for why women should watch birds.
Swaller.
2 in here. It's not happening. What's happening is Terry versus Ohio's ruined a free America. That you are not free. You are not a free person because of Terry versus Ohio. This guy's a chained. He's not even free in his own mind. He can't even look at reality because he's got that cop stick so far down his throat. And remember, this guy did kill somebody in his car and then hid the alcohol instead of giving his friend CPR. That's a fact. It's in the police.
No, it's not a fact. Go ahead.
God's Child has become a new plot hole YouTube member. Now, thank you very much, but understand that's a lawsuit. I'm just warning you. I'm kidding. Nobody's going to get fucking sued because they're a member of the channel. So don't let that deter you. If your pocketbook is deterring you, I 100% understand. I know you don't want to address any of this shit, but I'm not gonna.
I've already addressed it enough.
Right. I'm not gonna ask you any questions on it. All I'm gonna say is that Chili, you keep on saying things that are factually incorrect. That
yes, he does.
That does meet the actual malice standard. That does meet the actual malice standard. That's all I'm gonna say.
Report. So what are we talking about here? We're talking about a guy who's dedicated to the state, dedicated to the police, dedicated to the state of control over you, of dominion over you. How does the state get dominion over you? Terry versus Ohio. And what have you guys seen me do? I have backed these cops down because you don't have dominion over me. The only thing that makes me powerful is this camera and the people who are watching. Because you can't do it so blatantly anymore because there's a camera running, and when a guy knows his rights, I can back that cop down because they're...
Really? And this is a terrible example, but there were tons of cameras running when Philando Castile was shot. There were plenty of cameras around when George Floyd was... I didn't seem to back those people down. So you haven't done anything, Chili. And again, I hate to evoke those names to prove you wrong, but you haven't done shit. You haven't shown how your activism, if you even call it that, is effective. We have a new lawsuit member. Wait, no, Scott, I got that one right. That would be Dave, who has now become a new whole crew member. Thank you so much, Dave. And again, part of the federal lawsuit. I should say the LOL suit. Or wait, no, I'm sorry. I should say
bring it.
I should say the LOL suit, so Chili understands what we're talking about.
Is no such thing as reasonable suspicion. I'm reasonably suspicious that most cops are in a gang. Is that true? Put a 1 in the chat if that's true. Put a 1 in the chat if most cops are in a gang. They're in the biggest gang there is.
Blue Bear, are you in a gang? I'm curious. Let me know.
Go back to Prohibition. Started from the Volstead Act of 1919. I talked about it earlier today.
Society.
Prohibition.
What's that?
Said our gang is called Society.
Yeah, right. Exactly. We're the society gang. Oh, so stupid, this whole thing. You gotta love the idiocy that comes out of this guy's mouth. Chili Deesky has become a plot hole crew member.
Hey, come on,
well.
that's
fucking
so trademark infringement.
Oh, it isn't it? God's Child for $5 says, I am sub to Kate, Team Skeptic, and Irish Demon, so I'm already in the lull suit. TTU forever, baby.
TTU, baby.
There we go. I have a bone to pick with you, by the way, Team Skeptic. You stealing?
What did I do?
You're altering my finger guns, baby, with your TTU, baby. Don't think I'd notice. You and Chili stealing finger guns from me, motherfuckers.
I ain't stealing. Mine's horns up, motherfucker.
Yeah, you're altering it just enough, so I can't federally lawsuit you.
Prohibition made police the first.
I had you in mind when I made that.
I'm sure you did. I'm sure you were
thinking. How can I get just close enough to not get lol suited twice?
Exactly.
Major gang in America. So what are we talking about here? We're talking about guys like this.
Yep.
Guys like this who have no respect for life. None. The guy has no respect for life. No respect for your life and the torture that you.
I mean, we can not watch this part if you don't want to. I can understand.
I don't care.
All right. Cool.
You don't bother me.
All right, just making sure.
You can be subjected to because of Terry versus Ohio. It has to change. Terry versus Ohio has got to go. It has got to go. Terry versus Ohio has got to go. And the thing is I'm trying to get another thing done right now. I'm trying to show you guys another thing that I haven't quite got done yet. And it's they want to slow me down. So you have to show people. You have to tell people. They're going to do everything they can to stick sticks in my spokes so I can't get the message out. They're going to do everything they can to slow me down. The powers that be.
I would not love it if somebody did that to him while he was riding a bicycle.
The front wheel. The thing is, it's like he doesn't understand how like public discourse works. If we're wrong, Chili, prove how we're wrong.
Right.
Stop just saying that you're going to sue everybody that says you're wrong and prove how you're wrong or how we're wrong and you're right. You can't do that. You have the weakest argument in the world. Your argument is I'll dox you and then I'll copyright claim you.
Yep.
That's your argument. You have no argument. You've lost.
It sounds like a pretty solid argument. It does not sound like that.
Are probably funding this guy. That's how he has a deal with NordVPN. Why would a scumbag drunk murderer like this guy have a deal with NordVPN? The powers that be are
because they recognize that a channel that has, what are you at now? 80,000?
74.9, I think.
74.2. Okay. Almost 75,000 subscribers and averaging 80,000 views per video within the first week.
No, it ain't that high anymore. I took some time off.
Yeah, you
build those numbers back up.
I'm talking about at the time that you got the NordVPN.
Oh yeah, something like that.
Something like that. So that's why it's called ratings. You dumb shit.
Are funding them to slow me down. That's what's happening. I mean, it's a conspiracy theory in my own mind, I guess.
Yes.
That's what's happening.
Yes.
We have to overturn Terry versus Ohio. I mean, listen to what the cop sucker said. Terry versus Ohio has very strict parameters. It would be against your constitutional rights. Put a 1 in the chat if constitutional rights are being violated every single day.
Yeah,
Put a
so
1 in the chat
hold
if the
on.
police can grab you
What
right now and put
what
you
I
in torture
mean by
cuffs.
that is this right here. If I'm standing out in the corner and a police officer comes up and, you know, locks me up, detains me for no reason, and then reaches in there and finds a gun on me, and there's an illegal search, he still got to show why he conducted that stop. It still has to be lawful.
Mm-hmm.
Not just a cop just can't go do that. That's why the Fourth Amendment exists. That's why they have to have
right?
like special times when, you know, that they can fucking lightly pat you down.
Yeah, and here's the thing. If that does happen, there are ways to fight that. Look, and I understand that the people who are wrongfully convicted, and I would be a fool not to acknowledge that, not to recognize that does happen. But you also have to understand that fighting a police officer in the field, be it physically or be it verbally, is never going to go in your favor. Never. You've got to fight that in the right venue, in the right avenue. Give yourself the most protection as possible. I'm not saying you have to sit there and fucking spill your guts to the police officer. Cooperate, as shitty as that may be, as much as it sucks to cooperate so you can at least give yourself the best chance of surviving the situation. And then you fight that shit in court. Rebecca Lynn for $5 says if he ever runs for political office, his words will guarantee his loss. Karma will get him eventually. I think what guaranteed his loss in Ohio was the fact that he's not from Ohio.
Yeah. Well, I'll tell you like this. All that I'm running for governor shit, that is not ever going to happen on any fantasy world you ever can imagine, Chili. It's not going to happen. Okay. That's, you know, if you ever have those thoughts, just remember that's a daydream. Those are thoughts of what could have been had you not been a jackass. But those thoughts, like, even if you were a nice guy at this point in your life, you're not able, even if you didn't have this entire YouTube history of all of us shitting all over you, even if you didn't have that, you're still an unlikable person.
Yeah.
You'd still have to try to convince people that inherently don't like you to like you. You would never be any kind of political office ever. So get it out. Stop living the fantasy, Chili. Just stop.
Just really. Paul Rumore Fraser for £1.79 says, team, you should sue him for defamation. You absolutely could.
Yeah.
Absolutely could. There are some people asking about the Discord. If my mods would be so kind to throw that link in the side chat, I would appreciate it.
Does anybody disagree? If the cops walk up to you right now and say, put your hands behind your back, are you even allowed to say no? You can't even say no. You can't even disagree. Put a 1 in the chat, people being tortured every day. Put a 1 in the chat if police are putting torture cuffs on people every day with no crime being committed. Put a 1 in the chat if people are being taken to the dungeon every single day because the cop was suspicious of you. I was watching your dog shit video about me. And you then started to go into my realm. You entered into the realm of knowledge, dunce cap. The realm of knowledge. And you don't have any. You already tried this with me, bud. You already tried it. You tried it right here. Around my EDU video, around my trifold video, which everybody should have my trifold in your car, among my history of Terry versus Ohio right here on Overture.
Look, instead of having his trifold in your car, just have a nothing. That's just as useful as that trifold. Oh, fuck. Let's find out where we were. We'll go here. Fuck it.
We're trying to tell people Terry versus Ohio is not the problem because you're part of the problem, brother. You are putting your head in the sand, living in some delusional idea of some fictional reality that you call America. This is not land of the home. This is not land of the free and the home of the brave. This is not that anymore. This is a police state, prison state, death state because of Terry versus Ohio. Sorry, I'm not sorry. I had to get it out. I couldn't let this friggin' dunce cap Say to
As
people,
he's saying, as he's actively speaking against the state.
Right.
Like, you've got to, what is it, Chili? Are you being oppressed right now, or are you being allowed to criticize how the government runs?
Yep. And this is another Brainy brings up another interesting fact of who's obsessed with who and who recognizes success and the alpha, if that's even a stupid thing. But right about the time Team came around, Chili's thumbnail started to match Teams. Some same layout and color scheme, but Chili can't stick to anything, so eventually straight. Yeah.
Yeah, he tried to go on vacation after I went on vacation. TTU, OTVO. Did that after me. Put a 1 in the chat if you put a 1 in the chat before any of Chili's people ever put a 1 in their chat. And I mean that for the chat listening right now.
Right.
I better say a bunch of 1s.
There's a bunch of ones. All the ones. Now it just kills me. And I brought
he obsesses about me.
I've told you this before, right? I mean, I'm sure I'm not the only one. Probably wasn't even the first. But the OTVO, or that bullshit is, that was in response to your TTU and put the 1 in the side chat. That was in response to your put the 1 in the side chat. It's just there's nothing original about this idiot. Not a thing.
The other thing is that I don't make people wait and be subscribed to me for 5 days before they could put a 1 in the chat. Might help your analytics, Chili.
Yeah, right, dumbass.
He's like, I'm gonna unblock everybody. Block everybody, guys. Don't block anybody. Don't worry, guys. Block everybody, but as soon as you're done blocking them, I'll unblock them so you can do it again tomorrow.
Right. I mean, good Lord. Even if I had nothing but haters in this side chat, which I don't, I'd let them say whatever they wanted to say, so long it wasn't a fucking TOS violation. Because it's interaction, you dumb shit. Let them call you out. Let them call you whatever. You don't have to read the side chat. You could turn it off. You fucking such a crybaby.
and even now, because some of this dunce caps followers are going to come over here. Am I lying? You can hate me all you want. I'm a narcissist. All the horrible things you could think of to say me.
Remember, he just said it. He said, I'm a narcissist. Everybody, I want you to remember that.
Fine. That's fine. If you're a pig and you're coming over there from that copsuckers page or from any other page, am I lying? Can cops walk up to people and put them in torture cuffs right now? Am I lying? Am I telling an untruth? Is there something not truthful here? Am I lying?
Yes.
Am I lying?
Yep.
Am I lying? Am I lying? Am I lying?
Yes.
You're obsessed with me, brother?
No.
I mean, we can't say yes enough until you got the obsessed with me part. But
Look, as he puts his fingers up like I said that he does. He puts his fingers up like that.
He's just showing you. He's just reminding everybody of his penis.
Now he's gonna do it like nonstop just because I said he does it. He's gonna do it and he'd be like, "Oh, I always do this. I've been doing it since since October 1975."
Yeah, right. Yeah, fucking hell.
You're obsessed with me. Dreamweaver.
How dare he sully the awesome memory of Wayne's World?
And he's not losing it. He's not breaking.
Oh, he's fucking broke. No, he's not breaking. He's broke.
Hairline's receding daily.
AZ Jeep Girl for $5 says police do not enforce case law. They enforce statutes. That's why the trifold is stupid. All the case law in trifold is wrong too. I mean, why would we expect him to get anything right? Thank you so much for that super chat. I do appreciate it.
Hamzi, my brother, thank you, man. Thank you for the super chat. I appreciate you. I think another super chat came through. I'm not sure if you guys noticed or not, but thank you guys for the super chats. These guys who are parasites, they read all their super chats. They read all their members' super chats. It's like.
Oh, God forbid we read out your super chats, folks. God forbid.
Fucking respect thing.
Yeah.
Paying respects back to the people that are fucking
no shit
able to throw a couple $dollars in the tip jar so that we can keep doing what we're doing, fighting pieces of shit like you.
Fucking hell. I guess Chili says we're not supposed to read super chats, so sorry guys. Fucking idiot. Jesus.
Licking his under nostril again.
I mean, it's like he actively just doesn't understand or just doesn't care, or I think he's just stupid. I know he's stupid, but he actively works against himself in this shit. No, I will not read your super chats out loud. Fucking idiot.
The reason why you read your member super chats, I read them if I see them. Otherwise, I just say thank you. Because you don't have anything else to do.
He just saw
There's
it.
nothing
He
else.
just saw that super chat from that guy Hamzi
No shit.
and was like, "Thanks for the super chat," and it just rolled by.
Right.
And then he goes, "I think somebody else super chatted." Like, don't lie, Chili.
Yeah, you can't read, Chili. Come on.
Yeah.
We saw you attempting to read. And look, I'm not trying to make fun of you because you can't read very well.
I am.
Well, okay, you're a grown person, you do what you want. I'm just saying, fucking hell. Oh, Commander Darklight, I'm obligated.
Saying he didn't get into the Special Olympics on looks alone. Probably has something to do with his reading score.
Commander Darklight for 20 Aussie says, please don't read this because Chili said so. Crazy face. Actually, that's a Chili face. Thank you so much, Commander Darklight. I appreciate that. 3 Ron says, Chili just hates the petty super chats like this one. Yes, he does. Thank you for that petty super chat. I appreciate it. Don't worry, I will still read all petty super chats, all officer super chats. Don't worry, they get all read.
Yeah, fuck Chili.
Yeah, fuck that guy. Dumb shit.
For you to talk about. You don't have a subject matter you're on besides being a hateful human being. Terry versus Ohio has got to go.
Says the guy that screams in police officers' face, calling them fucking bitches and cunts and all. You talk about fucking hateful. Fucking hell.
It's got to go. Listen, I've got to go again. I've got to go back to work. I'm so freaking swamped with work. They want to slow me down. I'm going to sue these motherfuckers. I'm suing them. That's why I was looking at this asshole's video. I'm suing his ass. He's not getting away with it. I'm suing him. You don't get to lie about me, you garbage man. Sorry for garbage man. I apologize. You murderer. You killed that dude, and now you get drunk every night on your show. Piece of shit. Anyway, I'm going to start to go off because I hate the guy. But don't lie. Terry versus Ohio is the problem in America.
He's been
Tell
trying to
everybody.
All he needs to do is attach it to his fucking forehead. That's where I stay every night, rent free.
Yep. Put a little blanket up there. Team's blanky.
Go knock on your neighbor's door. How about this?
Don't do that. Don't go knocking on your neighbor's door talking about Terry versus Ohio. We already don't like the fucking Jehovah Witnesses and the Mormons and the Seventh-day Adventists and all the fucking Kirby salesmen and everybody else fucking knocking on our door. Jesus Christ.
Why don't we do a neighbor challenge right now? I give a neighbor challenge to everybody out there, except for my friend who lives in the South. I'm not going to say. Don't go knock on your neighbor's door, babe. You know who you are. You're watching my video. Do not go knock on your neighbor's door. That fight is not over. Everybody else, this is a neighbor challenge. I'm going to change the title of the video even to neighbor challenge. I challenge you to go tell your neighbor about Terry versus Ohio. I challenge you to walk next door to your neighbor and tell them about Terry versus Ohio, that it gives cops the rights to walk up to you and put you in torture cuffs upon suspicion of you. And if they're suspicious, you're just driving along, torture cuffs. I challenge you. This is a neighbor challenge. I challenge you to go knock on your neighbor's door or go over and go, hey, Pete. Hey, Amanda. Hey, Kathy. Hey, Shaniqua. Hey, what's going on, Brian? How you doing, Billy? What's going on? Ramon, how you doing, Juan? What's going on, bro? Seen you mowing your lawn. Looks good. Did anybody ever tell you about Terry versus Ohio?
Illusional.
Yeah, why is it Juan has to be mowing his lawn? Why can't Juan be, I don't know, playing cricket or drinking a beer? Why is he going to be mowing his lawn? Closeted racism. I'm not going to say that. Gottschalk for $5 says, here's a petty super chat just to make Chili mad. Lol. Also, I'm a member of Team Skeptic, Kate, and Irish Demon. So lol suit for me to laugh at. There we are. Lol suits all everywhere. All the lol suits.
And Cope Dog, I'm not saying any names. Cope Dog, I'm not saying any names.
As I say your name twice.
I know a lot of neighbors don't like people. I know that. So this is a neighbor challenge. Philly, good to see everybody. Tommy, good to see everybody. Omega, pot friend. What's going on, pot friend? Listen. Wait,
just a second. There you go, folks. There you go. He sounds like a yipping fucking dog, little dog. That's yip, 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 yip. Delete laws with a Z says super chat. This petty super chat. Ha ha. Mwah, ha 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 ha. The maniacal laugh of Chili. Not getting away with it. Hit the like button. Hit the like button. Knock on your neighbor's door. Tell them to hit the like button. Thank you so much for that super
Yeah,
chat.
I
appreciate
don't
it.
know. Is that the actual delete laws?
No.
It does say with a Z on it.
No, it's not the real one.
He always says with a Z.
I know it's not the same.
Nah, bro.
I
He says it.
It's not the real one though. It's not the real one.
If you're the real one, put a 1 in the chat.
PhD Tony for 5 Ozzy says this neighbor challenge seems like the quickest way to get all of his followers on watch lists or committed. I mean, it's
I know,
definitely
right? Like tomorrow, he's like, "Hey, why are none of my mods here?"
We have the real ones. Holy shit. We have the real all of them are the real ones. Son of a bitch.
I got to go back to work.
You don't work, Chili.
Sucks. I've been working all day since this morning, and I got to keep going.
Fucking cleaning off the windows in the jack off booths. He's like, looking, see the fucking depression in his face right now. He's like, God damn it. It's a lot of fucking,
a lot of windows.
lot of windows that need to be cleaned right now.
You can still knock on your neighbor's door. You can send a text message. Fine, not a neighbor challenge. I challenge you to tell one person who you haven't told before about Terry versus Ohio. I challenge you to do that. Tell someone. Lawyer
This
McLaughlin.
chat is full of people who fucking their neighbors hate
them.
Like, but I can't go to any of my neighbors, bro. They all have restraining orders on me.
Yep.
Lawyer McLaw, man. Why don't you should be telling people? You should be talking to people. All right, listen, I can't stay forever. I got to get the flock out of here. I got
Like,
I got another. Yo, what up, Jonathan Mitchell Music? Tommy, how you doing, man? Good to see you. Oh, you're not a chili hater? There's a lot of them, brother. And growing every day, because if you make a video about me, you get 1,000 views. Except unless you're Terry. And on one of his videos, he had under 1,000 views. I don't know very many channels that don't get 1,000 views off my videos, Terry. I don't know what happened. Thank you. I appreciate you, Rocky Roads. Appreciate you, man. So it's like, please tell someone you haven't told before. Go talk to someone that you haven't told before. Go have that conversation with someone who you haven't talked to before.
Don't do it.
If you would, please go and have a conversation with someone that you have never spoken with before about Terry versus Ohio, how it gives cops the rights to have full dominion over you. I got to put the message out every single day. It's unfortunate I had to go through someone who I'm about to sue.
I don't know why I feel
but
the
at the
need
same
to
time,
tell you guys in the chat, but don't go looking in their windows. Knock on the front door. I know you guys really want to, and you think it's the right thing to do, but make sure you go to the front door when you tell them about Terry versus Ohio.
This guy.
that's what's going to happen. So
Could you imagine
like
one of his people coming up and be like, "Hey man, look, I know we fucking throw bottles at each other, and I want to put all of this aside so I can tell you about the good news about Terry versus Ohio being overturned."
Right. Did I tell you about the good news today?
Yeah.
Oh, jeez. The
He's
blue
like,
says
if you get this trifold for $19.95, or you can pay me $100 and you'll have the ability to sell trifolds yourself.
Yeah, I noticed that he's trying to use a Lethal Weapon reference. Chili's not good enough to get his stupid references by me. It's just, but yeah, that's Lethal Weapon reference. I know it's an old joke too, but whatever.
Let's keep moving forward. But God bless America. God bless you. We don't stop. We don't stop. We don't stop. We don't stop.
Fuck, we know
under
it.
any
Damn,
circumstances, under any conditions.
Fuck.
He would have stopped if it wasn't for Kate and Josh not allowing him to.
All right, I gotta go. I'll see you guys on the next one. Later, Gators.
And we'll get rid of that fucking guy. That was it. My goodness. Seriously, serious question, team. Over under on how many days it takes for him to finally fall to fucking deep end. Because we know he's cracked, right? He's already cracked.
I don't know. I mean, he's cracked, but I don't know. I honestly don't know how many days he has left.
So that's
Months.
all right. We need an
Months.
over under. Is it a year? Do we think he makes it a year? I don't think he makes it a year.
No, I think probably within 4 months, YouTube will shut down his channel.
Okay. So then I should set it at 6 months. The over
By
under.
no fault of my own or anybody else's.
It'll be his
By
own
his
damn fault. It'll be his
Yeah.
own fault all day, every day. His own fault. Right?
100%.
Yep. So 6 months is the over under. Now, granted, this is for fun. We're not actually encouraging gambling. This is just for fun. There are no prizes. None of that.
Oh, they're not.
Whatever.
Nothing's at stake.
Nothing's at stake.
Tomorrow. No.
But we'll set it. So let me know. Let me know in the side chat. Over 6, under 6. Yeah, there we go. So tomorrow you're back in the saddle.
Yeah, I'm gonna stream tomorrow and address some of this bullshit.
Sweet.
I haven't addressed it lately because I've been on the run.
You've been
I went to
hiding
Colombia.
out.
I was like, where in the world will Chili never be able to find me? I was like, oh, somewhere in Colombia.
Yep.
Turns out he's in Colombia same time I am.
Yeah, jeez. You know he's gonna pick that up. Like, see, they're following me. Ari for $4.99 says, in my area, if we tell strangers about things that won't exist, it's an easy 5150. I'm just saying. Thank you so much for that super chat that I'm not supposed to read out, by the way.
But yeah, I mean I'll be back.
Sweet. Splaticus Max, it will happen. If he does that bullshit abusing the copyright strike system, they'll kick him off. They will. They should have kicked him off already. Yes, I do agree for the just egregious bullshit, the calling for people to actively dox other members. I believe that is a violation of terms of service. But what are you gonna do? So tomorrow, Team Skeptic, what, 6 o'clock?
Yeah, maybe 6, maybe 7, maybe 5. I don't know. Why pressuring me with times?
I'm just trying to figure out where I need to be.
Look, man, I'm supposed to end my fucking vacation. All right, hadn't done it yet.
Well, don't end your vacation. Stay on vacation. Fuck it. Stay on vacation. No, go back on vacation. Go back to Europe.
Nah, because this jackass has had a free pass. Like he's getting a little bit too braggadocious, and kind of needs to get knocked down a peg.
Or 12.
Yeah, well.
Yeah.
And if there's anybody that really gets under his skin, it's me. So.
Oh, absolutely.
I mean, he hates me, which is great. I don't care. I love it. Delete Laws, you're a piece of shit human being. You're lucky. You should be looking in the mirror saying, finally, he called me a human being. Even if it was a piece of shit human being, you should look in the mirror and go, finally.
Yeah.
You're nothing. You're a bully. I stand by what I said tonight. When we have an argument that you say we just don't know what we're talking about. Terry v. Ohio. Maybe I don't know what I'm talking about. I'm not a 20-year fucking law scholar like you.
He absolutely doesn't know what he's talking about. Meaning Chili, not you.
But just the fact that the idea is, originally the idea was I have no way of arguing with this guy. Which was fine. That's fine. Just leave it at that. There's lots of people that just ignore what we say and keep going on with the fucking nonsense they preach.
Yeah, really. I mean, and the thing that he doesn't understand is that he brought this shit on himself for his egregious behavior towards folks who disagree with him.
Yeah. And and the thing is that he'll never live down that. The reason why Kate offends him the way she does is because he can never undo what happened in Boston.
Right.
He can never do that. It's always going to show him like a woman standing 2 steps away from him. It's always going to show him turn to face the woman, grab her, and then push her, assault her.
And elbow her.
Yeah, not to mention that.
Yep.
So when it comes down to it, this is what you should expect from somebody who is like, this is their last opportunity. The last thing they have is doxing. The last thing they have is copyright claims.
Yep.
Lawsuits.
Yeah. I mean, and I don't know if you saw the Irish Demon stream with Shiz talking about what that fucking bill. Jesus Christ, that bill is ridiculous. Like I'd heard some shit, and it's insane that not we, but this system allows people to openly abuse the system in order to try and chill people. It's
Well,
not cool.
yeah. No, it's not.
It's ridiculous. Anyway, team, good to have you on. We'll see you tomorrow. Make sure you eat something.
I'm eating too much right now. I need to stop before I start looking like you on stream.
Fuck, you don't want to do that.
No, I don't.
You don't want to look like this. It's too
No,
much.
I
This is too
don't.
much. This is just too much, even for me. It's too much.
Yeah. Honestly, I just get a bunch of Play-Doh, chop it off at the neck, and just fucking Play-Doh the hole at the top and just go with whatever's left.
Yep. Yeah.
Try not to fuck the t-shirt up. It's a pretty nice t-shirt.
Well, thank you. It's my Mandalorian t-shirt.
Yeah, I can fucking tell. It's iconic.
I'm sorry. I thought I was talking chili. Oh.
Hey guys, be sure to look. If you want to use the community tab, you have to click on the channel, and if you look at the top and over at the right, it says community. Go there.
Yep.
I've only have one like on this post. I have 50,000 subscribers. Why is nobody liking it?
Yeah.
Is
I'm not
everybody fucking
saying
blocked?
I'm not saying chili. I'm not saying you buy your subscribers, but your numbers don't match a 50,000 sub. When I got better numbers than you. What does that say?
I'm telling you, I think Chili's learned how to pimp the system. What he does is he puts it on 5 days subscribe. So now there's people that are in day 3 right now of their troll account.
Yep.
Subscribing like, God damn, gotta wait 2 more goddamn days to fucking get blocked.
To get blocked, right?
So they're going to get another account, and so they're going to subscribe that account too and have just one a day that they can burn away.
J-Dub
Ruining
1889 has
for
become
everybody.
J-Dub 1889 has become a new plot hole crew member. Don't forget, that's a lol suit, but that's all right. We're all gonna look, even if we do, which we won't because that's not gonna happen, we're gonna be together in the same dungeon. And that's sexy.
Yeah. I'm looking forward to it.
When are we gonna get dinner?
When the Play-Doh helps that hole in your neck heal. I don't know.
Now,
Whenever.
as soon as you're out of hiding, we'll figure this out. We'll go get a steak or something.
Oh yeah, that sounds
Like,
actually
sure.
really good.
Yeah.
About to go eat 2 steaks right now.
I had a steak earlier. Anyway, that being said, bye everybody.
Later, folks.